Hello everybody, I'm Sanji and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, thank you so much. I do appreciate your checking me out. For all my new subscribers, thank you so much. I definitely appreciate your subscription. Your follow means a lot to me. Also to my existing subscribers, thank you guys so much for hanging with me and hanging on in there and commenting and everything that you do. So thank you to one and all. One quick announcement also, if you are interested in life coaching, you can find out the information in the description box below. Simply hit the arrow, drops down, and all pertinent information can be found there. You can shoot me an email and I will get back to you promptly. Also, for those of you that have been placing your orders for part 2 of the videotapes, those are going out as well. I know this is dated material, so by the time you see this video, you will have gotten your order placed. So thank you again to anybody else interested in things. Just check me out over at sanji.com. Okay, let's get into the video. If this is your first time around, typically my videos are they're all informative, but every now and then we do Quizlets and I allow you the opportunity to guess who you think it's going to be, and then I let you know in the video, and then you come back to the comment section and we talk about how right or not so right you were. Okay, so and if also in the comments section, if you would like to ask me why I chose who I chose, or also people are using the comment section to suggest video ideas, that is where I can find it. One more quick announcement also, if you are looking for specific information about your coupling or things that are going on in your lifetime, my comment section is not where that belongs. You have to shoot me an email or place an order for a private reading, etc. And then I will answer all of your questions that'll detailed just to you and not just what happens here. This is a general idea of what will be happening. I am not honing in on you, although sometimes it may feel like it. But if you want specific information about you, your birth chart, your couple, your career, all those things are done privately. So shoot me an email and we can discuss it further. Alrighty? All right, now back to the video. Okay, so this video is about the 3 zodiac signs most likely to have communication issues during this Mercury retrograde, which is happening right now. Okay, so we are currently in the midst of a Mercury retrograde. So if you didn't know it, this retrograde is from June 17th to July 12th. And this Mercury retrograde is in the sign of Cancer. So it's going to make for a pretty emotional time for everybody. If you don't know about retrograde, what am I talking about? There's a video right here on my channel that explains to you what retrograde is, and in particular, how retrograde ties into the sun sign that the retrograde falls in. So, because it is in a water sign, this retrograde period, that means that retrograde is wreaking havoc on our emotions. That's right. So we may begin to feel more sensitive. Everybody's in their feels about stuff, which means that we can connect with another person on deeper levels, but it also means we're receptive to their vibes. And because it's Cancer, it's going to be a lot of heavy intuition. Again, however, your vibing doesn't necessarily mean you're accurate. Okay, so I want you to go into that remembering that although you may be feeling some type of a way during this retrograde, please be mindful that you may not be accurate in your assessment of the vibe. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now, if you're in a relationship, it is important to be mindful of how you communicate with your partner during this period. There's a lot going on. A lot of us are still basically sheltering in place, limited to our outside activities. So you have a lot of one-on-one personal time going on here. The important thing to remember is to always be open and honest about how you're feeling. And since sun sign Cancer is a sensitive water sign, everybody may be a little more than intuitive than usual and a little bit more sensitive. That's right. So hold back on telling little lies, as they will backfire on you, because there's a lot going on in the skies right now, okay? In addition to Mercury being in retrograde, there are also several other planets going retrograde at this very time. You've got Venus, you've got Jupiter, you got Saturn, and you got Pluto, okay? And this can lead to standstills, which can be very frustrating. Remember, Mercury is the planet of communication. Retrogrades typically bring miscommunications, all right? But in any event, we're all going to feel some of the intensity of this, but in the midst of this, here's the upside. You know, I always try to give you guys that. We will possibly have opportunities for genuine heart-to-heart contacts and connections, and this is a great time to do some healing. And Lord knows, the world needs a lot of that right now, all right? So clearly there's a lot happening in the skies this month. All the zodiac signs are going to be affected by the retrograde in some way, but in particular, there are 3 zodiac signs that will feel the heat of a Mercury retrograde in Cancer more than anybody else. Think you know who they are? Well, I'm going to tell you right after this. The number 1 sun sign to feel the effects of Mercury retrograde in Cancer is none other than sun sign Cancer. That's right. Anybody with a birthday June 21st to July 22nd is sun sign Cancer. And you, my friend, are going to definitely feel the retrograde. Let me tell you what could be in store for you. Now, Mercury retrograde will be happening in your sun sign of Cancer. Depending on when you see this video, it's probably happening right now. And because of that, anyone with sun sign Cancer as your sun, Cancer as your moon, or Cancer as your rising, as well as Cancer in your Venus, is going to feel it more than others, okay? According to astrologers, Cancerians need to be mindful of how they communicate in their relationships. Cancer, let me say that again. You need to be mindful of how you are communicating during this retrograde period within your relationship. You need to learn not to bottle up your feelings, not to shut down, Cancer, but rather to express yourself from your heart with compassion. I know you guys will get moody and you will withdraw. That is your natural tendency. But what I'm suggesting that might be a little bit more helpful in regards to this particular retrograde period, well, anytime really, Cancer. But let's not get too broad. In particular, during this period of time, it is best for you and the good of your relationship to express yourself from your heart with compassion, okay? This will help mediate any communication challenges that may arise. And for you, Cancer, they're coming, okay? So you want to be mindful of that. You want to be mindful of the communication issues that you may have in your relationships. And that also covers your employment, okay? So this is relationships for Cancerians across the board. You want to make sure that you don't shut down, but instead express yourself in a way that is clear and effective and heartfelt, okay? Don't shoot that dagger at them, Cancer. Yeah, I know you can. I know you guys can cut deep. But I'm asking you to press pause on that and instead go within, express yourself, what's really going on, so that you can get towards resolution. Okay? That's it's my 2 cents on it, Cancer. Hope you take my advice. Good luck to you. The number 2 sun sign most likely to be feeling the effects of Mercury retrograde in Cancer is none other than sun sign Gemini. That's right. Anybody with a birthday May 21st to June 20th is indeed a sun sign Gemini, and you are number 2 for feeling this Mercury retrograde. Here's the deal. Mercury is all about communication, and Gemini is ruled by planet Mercury, as is sun sign Virgo. However, for you, Gemini, you may have a more challenging time during this retrograde cycle because according to astrologists, it's easy for Geminis to feel misunderstood during this time. So it's in an emotional period of Cancer, okay? That's where this retrograde is falling. However, for you, Gemini, you're going to feel as though your gift to communicate might be slightly challenged. There also, Gemini, a strong chance that you are more likely to misread people and situations as well. So not only are you at risk of being misunderstood yourself, but your perception of what's being said or done to you may also be askew. You may also be getting that wrong, and that can cause some unnecessary tension within your relationships. Yes, I'm gearing this towards your personal relationship, but also be forewarned that this includes relationships across the board. You may feel challenged or have a more challenging time being understood during this retrograde, but your perception of things may be a little off. So you don't want to jump to conclusions about things. You want to ask good qualifying questions. And Gemini, if you find your mind running non-stop, which is something that Geminis do, the brain is always okay, hard to turn it off during this retrograde. What might help for you is doing some meditation or spiritual practice, some form of calming exercises so that you just don't run off on a tangent with your thoughts. Again, it's a precarious time for you, Gemini, because communication is what you do and typically you excel at it. But this retrograde, you're going to find out what life's like for everybody else that maybe isn't so gifted at gab and the written word. Don't forget, also, miscommunication covers text and emails. So Gemini, you want to read it twice, and you want to check your feelings at the door, because just because you perceive it that way doesn't necessarily mean that that was the intention. Okay, Gemini? Good luck to you. And coming in at number 3 is none other than sun sign Capricorn. That's right, Capricorn. Anybody born with the birthday December 22nd through January 19th is sun sign Capricorn. And you are number 3. You are the 3rd sun sign that is definitely going to feel the effects of this Mercury retrograde in Cancer. Here's the deal with you, Capricorn. Capricorn is a direct opposite sign of Cancer, okay? So Mercury retrograde may bring you, Capricorn, some unexpected challenges along with negative emotions. So I know the Capricorns have a propensity typically to go back to the negative places and revisit them. That's one of the things that they say that is a complaint. It's a common complaint about a Capricorn. Let's just say what it is, because we're trying to get through this retrograde. Alrighty, however, for almost all of you Capricorns, this is going to be something. You're going to dial it back. There's going to be something happening with these unexpected challenges. I mean, look at the world. So the unexpected challenges, they're already upon us, okay? Well, that will bring, more likely than not, some negative emotions for you. This retrograde cycle in particular, Capricorn, may test your patience, okay? So it's not dwelling like, whoa, I feel bad. No, it's more like, I've had just about enough. And we know the Capricorn temperament is nothing to play with. So you want to breathe a little bit, Capricorn, during this retrograde period. Capricorns may be feeling more frustrated with their partners during this time as well, especially when your partner isn't being direct with your words. So you may find yourself becoming a little bit shorter with people because you just want them to get to the point, make the point, say what it is you need to say. That may be a common occurrence for you in this retrograde period, Capricorn. Also, if you meditate, however, here's a helpful hint for you. Work on some breathing techniques, count to 10. I know it sounds silly. Everybody's heard it all before, but the techniques do work. And especially for you, Capricorn, if it's really going to help you not lose your ish, take the 10-second breather. Pause before you hit that go off button. Or take time away from your partners when you need it. Your relationship will be okay. It is okay to walk away. Live to fight another day, so to speak. Take a time out because, again, you're tense. Your fingers are on the trigger. Not literally, Capricorn, okay? Figure of speech. Don't do that. But that's internally maybe how a lot of Capricorns are feeling. And it's not going to take much to make you pop off. So let's not do that because retrograde ends, and some things we can't come back from. And if this is one of those times where, yes, it's challenging, but you can listen to your girl because I got you, and you can just press pause, take a deep breath, walk away from it if you can. That will be in the best interest for you, Capricorn. Good luck to you. It won't last forever. Take care, Capricorn. So those were the 3 zodiac signs that may be feeling the effects of Mercury retrograde in Cancer this season. As I said, it's in sun sign Cancer. So if you have it in your moon or your rising, or it's in your Venus chart, you got a lot of heavy Cancer in there, you too will be feeling it. So you could take some of those helpful hints of breathing, don't overreact, get clarification, check your emails once, twice, even 3 times. Remember that sometimes text messages normally can be misconstrued because there is no tonnage to what it is you're saying. So make sure that people are receiving what you say in the intention that you said it. Yes, you're going to have to take a little more time, a few extra steps, but I'm sure that the relationships in your life are worth it, both personal and that job. Okay? Alrighty. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll be notified when I upload new content. Thank you one and all. Take care of yourself, and remember, and the community board's up. So if you just want to sound off about what's happening for you in this retrograde period, feel free. I'll see you down in my comment section, and I'll be over to the community board to help out as much as I can. Buckle up, everybody. Take care of yourself. I'm Sanji. Bye-bye.